What is going on, guys? Today we are out on the new bike, and it is a holiday weekend, so we need to make sure we don't go too happy with the throttle. Yep, today we are riding my new-to-me 2001 Suzuki Katana 600 GSXF, and I'm already going like over the speed limit, which is really, really easy to do on this thing. I mean, compared to the Shadow, this is a night and day difference. Now, allegedly, this is a sport tour, so from what I understand, the seating position isn't aggressive as, like, say, a freaking, true-on race bike, or a true sport bike, I guess you could say. But honestly, I feel like the letter C right now. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's not super uncomfortable. It's just different. I mean, I'm going from 12-inch ape hangers on a cruiser with a big old cushy seat to, to this thing. Yeah, and I think the guy who owned it before me said he put these adjustable levers on, which they're okay. They feel kind of cheap. But, I mean, they work. I keep them pretty much pulled all the way out. One thing I do like about this over the Shadow is that this is actually a 6-speed. And I really wish they had a 6-speed on the 750 Shadows. Because, my gosh, it needs it. Of course, I spend a lot of time looking for this mystical, elusive 6th gear on the Shadow, and I find I'm looking for 7th on this, so I guess 6 in one, half dozen in the other. But I got my chores done, and I definitely have to take advantage of this lovely, lovely Sunday. And I think we're supposed to get some rain here in about 2 hours or so. So we definitely want to make sure to get our groove on. But for a 2001 with 16,400 miles on it, I mean, this thing is pretty well taken care of. I got to get used to the shift point. See, look, I just looked for 7th gear, couldn't find it. I still need to get used to it, seating position a little bit, which actually is not that bad. I mean, really, it's not uncomfortable. I mean, I could see being on this for an hour or two at a time, but then, yeah, I'd probably definitely have to take a break. There's one or two cosmetic flaws, but, I mean, that's it. I mean, it's running great. I mean, it's, obviously it's July, so it's nice and warm. I mean, I even had to choke this bike yet since I bought it. I've probably ridden it 3 or 4 times now, and it just starts up each time. So I don't have any real destination in mind. I just figured I'd go for a ride. Like I said, I got my chores done. I had to cut a tree down that was pushing against the fence. I actually dropped it on the ground yesterday. It took about 3 hours. Thank goodness the neighbors weren't home. I think they're gone this weekend because it may have brushed up against their roof a couple times, but hey, we got it down. Everything's safe, no damage. Got it cut up this morning. I said, you know what? It's going to rain in about an hour or two. I'm going for a ride. It is so easy. July 4th event parking at the high school. July 4th event parking. July 4th event parking, I find that confusing because a lot of the fireworks throughout the state have been canceled. It was actually pretty tragic. There was like a warehouse or a farmhouse or something where a lot of the fireworks were being stored, and the landowner was actually doing some clearing. He's actually doing some brush burning. And, actually caught the warehouse on fire. I think a few of the volunteer firefighters actually lost their lives, unfortunately. It's very, very tragic. Oh, yeah, they already got cones and barricades and everything. Porta-johns are getting ready. What is going on here tomorrow? Extra trash cans, the whole 9 yards. Prime Barbecue, my gosh, that's a good place. So, yeah, I don't know what they planned on doing about the fireworks. Especially here in North Carolina, you can't buy any good things. You can't have anything that goes off the ground, so you're pretty much in snakes and sparklers. No one wants snakes and sparklers, so if you want good fireworks, you got to go to South Carolina. So go ahead and pop off this bike real quick, like right here. Pop her neutral. I'm still learning the kickstand location. It's a little different than what I'm used to. And I'll be honest with you guys, I already dropped this bike once in the garage Friday when I came home from work. Very tragic. But that's it. 2001 Suzuki Katana 600. I always liked the headlight for some reason. I don't know. I just thought it looked nice. But I don't know if the lower fairings come mismatched from the factory or if something got banged up. I mean, but it's 21 years old. Look how clean this Mammer Jammer is, though. As far as I can tell, everything's stock. We got the Yoshimura exhaust. I think that's the only, as far as I'm aware, that's the only modification on this bike. See, and the grab handle's got a couple scratches. It was loose, so I had to tighten that back down. These are for me, I think, when I dropped it in the garage Friday. I don't even want to look at those. But that's the previous owner's scar right there, and actually there's another more right there. I didn't even notice that. Then the side case, a little scuffed. I mean, it's 21 years old. It's been dropped. I mean, that's just going to happen. But, I mean, for as old as it is, I don't know if it counts as a classic. Watch, I'm going to drop it now like an idiot. It's in really good shape. And considering I only gave $2,300 for this thing, that's, in my opinion, that's a steal. I didn't look up used prices on these things. I just saw how clean it was, saw the miles, saw the year. It popped up on Marketplace. I was actually working out of town, which stinks because usually when deals pop up, I can't take advantage of them because I'm half a state away. But I got it worked out. I got a hold of the guy, said, hey, I got cash. I want to come tomorrow, look at it. And I'm not coming just to look. I'm coming to buy the thing. I don't want to waste his time. I don't want to waste my time. Test drove it around the block. Gave him cash. He gave me the title. I came and picked it up the next day. So I was in my work vehicle at the time. And there's no way that this was freaking ever going to fit. I mean, it's a freaking Corolla hatchback, for Christ's sakes. So I'm very happy with the bike. I think it's going to complement the Shadow nicely. I wanted something I could feel more confident on the highway on. And really, I just need to get the Shadow out there. When I say highway, I mean interstate. You know, the big roads, the 70 miles an hour, where everybody's already doing 75. If you're not doing 75, you're getting passed. And it is hard not to just freaking rip this thing every chance I get. Which is not supposed to be as fast as like a Gixxer. I mean, cause she's a little heavy girl. She's 450-ish pounds. Just talking specs for a second. About 78 horsepower, 38 torques at, I think, 10,000 RPM. So, I mean, compared to the Shadow, it's got almost twice as much horsepower, about the same amount of torque, but it weighs 100 pounds less. And this thing is flickable compared to the Shadow. I mean, there's other bikes that are probably way better. But it's a lot of fun. It's actually really easy to ride. I actually feel better about not stalling this than I do the Shadow, and I think it's just because I have to give this so much less throttle. Like, it just wants to go all the time. That little inline 4 down there just wants to rip. Like, we're in 6th right now. And it's got no problem accelerating to keep up with traffic. Which there isn't any, but you know what I mean. So, this is it, guys. This is the new bike. Like I said, I'm keeping the Shadow. I'm not getting rid of it. I think there's pros and cons to each bike, and as I get a little more familiar with this one, probably do a comparison. Because, you know, I've been riding for a little over a year now, and I want to experience every bike. If I had the room in the garage, there'd be a dual sport in there as well, and probably a Grom. Just to fool around on, because why not? So, I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. And I just say that because this video is going to come out after. And with that being said, guys, that's my thought on my new-to-me 01 Suzuki Katana 600. I'm going to ride around for a little bit longer, and I really appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think about the bike. I mean, is it ugly? I mean, it's kind of got like a jawline in the front where the turn signals are. The front turn signals are a little goofy to me. I like that headlight, though. I don't know. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to catch you next time. And now I'm going to try to divide my time between 2 bikes. I don't know what I'm going to do. But we'll figure it out.